अज्ञानतिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। नमो विष्णुपादाय वंशाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। So I was saying that we come to an important juncture of the chapter 2 where Arjuna is coming to senses by surrender. He is expressing that by he is not able to make some decision. He is expressing it by taking shelter of Krishna. So that is 2.7. We are trying to read. Karpanya dosho pahata swabhava prichhami tvam dharma sammudha cheta yachreyasya nishchitam bruhitanme sishyasteham shadimam tvam prapannam. So he's taking shelter of Krishna. Karpanya dosho apahata swabhava. Upahata means afflicted. So his characteristics are afflicted by the miserly weakness. So he's asking, what am I supposed to do? Tell me confidently. Which is Shreyaha. Now I'm confused about my duty and have lost all composure because of miserly weakness. In this condition, I'm asking you to tell me, first certain, what is best for me. Now I'm your disciple, a soul surrendered to you. Please instruct me. By my nature has been overcome by weakness. My mind is bewildered about dharma. I ask you what is best. Please tell me with certainty. I'm your student. Please instruct me who have surrendered to you. So Prabhupada is telling that now I'm confused about my duty. I lost all composure because of miserly weakness. Vishnu is saying, my nature has been overcome by weakness. What is by my nature here? Can anybody would like to say what is my nature being saying here? Any guess? Wild guess. What is my nature he's saying? No. You all can translate also. Means sorry, unmute also. Yes, sir. What is his nature? I thought you'll easily guess. So his nature, it can be told in two platforms. One is the conditional platform, other one is constitutional platform. What is the conditional platform? What do you say? Conditionally, Arjuna is a? Oh my God. So all of you are conditionally what? In the conditioned state, what are you? You may be an employee, you may be a student, right? Like that, what is Arjuna?
Kshatriya.
Simple. Conditionally is a Kshatriya. Now his nature of being fighting for the right cause has been overcome by the miserly weakness. That's what he said. Okay, what about constitutionally? Loknath bro, constitutionally what is Arjuna? Hare Krishna, Loknath bro, you are there? I don't know. Loknath bro is not able to. Maybe he's hearing.
He is devotee.
He's a part and parcel of Krishna. He's supposed to serve Krishna constitutionally. Now Krishna is telling to fight, and Arjuna is telling, I'm not going to fight. It is overcome by the miserly weakness. Understood, na? Clear? Okay, we'll go ahead. So please instruct me. Surrender unto you. My nature of fighting, here Baldev, my nature of fighting has been overcome by the lack of understanding of Brahman. My mind is bewildered about Dharma. I therefore ask you, what is best for me? Loknath Prabhu is conditioned by driving the bike. Came here. Okay, please tell me with certainty, I am your student. Please instruct me who have surrendered to you. So this is what we are asking. Okay. Purport we'll see. Sandesh, please read the purport.
By nature, by nature's own way, the complete system of material activities is a source of perplexity for everyone. In every step, there is a perplexity. And therefore, it behooves one to approach a bona fide spiritual master who can give one proper guidance for executing the purpose of life. All Vedic literatures advise us to approach a bona fide spiritual master to get free from the perplexities of life, which happen without our desire. They are like a forest fire that somehow blazes without being set by anyone. Similarly, the world situation is such that perplexities of life automatically appear without our wanting such confusion. No one wants fire, and yet it takes place, and we become perplexed. The Vedic wisdom, therefore, advises us that in order to solve the perplexities of life and to understand the science of the solution, one must approach a spiritual master who is in the disciplic succession. A person with a bona fide spiritual master is supposed to know everything. One should not, therefore, remain in material perplexities, but should approach a spiritual master. This is the purport of the verse.
In the first paragraph, all of you understood, I think. Perplexities will come automatically. Samsara, Davanala will come without us wanting it. But for what we need to do, we need to solve them. That is the mission of human life. So one has to approach the spiritual master. Yeah. Go ahead. Next paragraph.
Who is the man in perplexities?
Material perplexities.
Who is the man in material perplexities? It is who does not understand the problems of life. In the Brihadaranya Upanishad, the perplexed man is described as follows. Yova
etat aksharam gargi avidyate swasmal lokat praiti sa kripanaha.
He is a miserly man who does not solve the problems of life as a human and who thus quits this world like the cats and dogs without understanding the science of self-realization. This human
Go ahead.
May I continue, bro? This human form of life is the most valuable asset for the living entity who can utilize it for solving the problems of life. Therefore, one who does not utilize this opportunity properly is a miser. On the other hand, there is the Brahmana, or he who is intelligent enough to utilize the body to solve all the problems of life.
Ya etad aksharam gargi viditwasmal lokat praiti sa brahmanaha. What is the difference? Yova etad. Here only va is the difference. Here va means one who does not solve. Aksharam gargi avidasmal lokat praiti.
Brahmana Kripana.
Aksharam gargi viditwasmal. So aviditwasmal means he doesn't know how to solve the problems of life. And he doesn't solve. And he is viditwasmal means he knows, and he is lokat praiti sa brahmanaha. He knows how to solve the problems of eating, sleeping, minding, defending. Basically, birth, death, old age, disease. Eating money is depending anyway solved. They'll get solved in the nice position or no, not very nice position. They'll get solved. It has to be solved. The needs. But the problems, real problems of life, what the old lady says, if somebody can solve them, is not Kripana. Why Kripana Brahmana is used solving the problems of life? Why it is spoken like that? He's solving the problems, then he is called Brahmana, and one who is not solving the problems, so he's called Kripana. Why is spoken like that?
Like miser means though he has he has the opportunity of utilizing the asset is there, bro. He is not using that.
Human form of life is given, but somebody who doesn't use it for the purpose for which it is given, and he keeps it, and he loses it, is a miser. Yes, you have got it right. Okay. Look, I will read. So be a little bit up, yeah.
The Kripanas are miserly persons waste their time in being overly affectionate for family, society, country, etc. in the material conception of life. One is often attached to family life, namely to wife, children, and other members on the basis of skin disease. The Kripana thinks that he is able to protect his family members from death, and the Kripana thinks that his family or society can save him from the verge of death. Such family attachment can be found even in the lower animals who take care of children also. Being intelligent, Arjuna could understand that his affection for family members and he wished to protect them from the death where the cause of his perpetration. Although he could understand that his duty to fight was awaiting him, still on account of miserly weakness, he could not discharge the duties. He is therefore asking Lord Krishna, the Supreme Spiritual Master, to make a definite solution. He offers himself to Krishna as the disciple. He wants to talk friendly talks. Talks between the master and the disciple are serious, and Arjuna wants to talk very seriously before the recognized spiritual master. Krishna is therefore the original spiritual master of the science of Bhagavad Gita, and Arjuna is the first disciple for understanding of Gita. How Arjuna understands the Bhagavad Gita is stated in the Gita itself. And a foolish mundane scholars explain that one need not submit to Krishna as a person, but to the unborn within Krishna. There is no difference between Krishna sitting and without. And one who has no sense of this understanding is the greatest fool in trying to understand Bhagavad Gita.
Okay. Now Arjuna, being the very intelligent boy, he is not undergoing a skin disease. What is skin disease? Skin disease, they'll only worry about their own family, society, country, small. So for them, there is one more thing. What is it called? Aham nijaha paro vetti gananam laghu chetasaha. Oh, this is my family, my this thing, my home comfort, all these things he's worrying about. It's called a Kripana. He's called what? Aham nija paro vetti. Aham nija, the actual thing is me only. Paro vetti, that you take care of it. No? Other people, I don't worry about that. Gananam, like this one calculates laghu chetasaha. His consciousness is very, very small. Udara Charitanam means one whose heart is very big, one whose history is, the character is big. Charita is the character here. Udara Charitanam Vasudha Eva Kutumbakam. Whole world becomes his family. He works for everybody's benefit. That's Udara Charita. Okay, so skin disease we should not get into. What will happen when skin disease comes? It keeps itching. Very uncomfortable, right? So that family member, that's all the time uncomfortable only. In between, small drops of honey will keep coming, but that person who is holding, hanging in the well, falling in which big giant serpent is there, opening his mouth. The death. On the top, the tiger which is ready to devour him. In the middle, he's catching the hold of that, and he's cutting. Two rats are cutting the branch which is holding us. Day and night, black and white rats, day and night. So he's thinking that some small drops of honey are falling in between, and he's stretching. Oh, very nice. Then that's a foolish fellow. Indeed, while speaking the meaning of the scripture to bring out the conclusion, though you are a Kshatriya, you have decided to become beggar. What is the use of my speaking? You become a beggar? You want to become a beggar? What is use of my speaking? Krishna is asking.
Arjuna is thinking of
Yeah. No. He's saying, now he's asking, na, Sishasayam Chanam. Indeed, while speaking the meaning of scripture to bring out a conclusion, though you are a Kshatriya, you have decided to become a beggar. It's Krishna speaking.
what is use of my speaking?
What is use of my speaking now? You are ready to become beggar, like that he said. Giving up my natural courage as a Kshatriya is my weakness. My intelligence has become bewildered in trying to understand the implementation of dharma, as the path of dharma is very subtle. Dharmasya suttaha sukshmagatihi Mahavara. Therefore, it is better that you decide and tell me. You decide for me, please. But if you defeat my words by posing yourself as learned, how can I speak? Now he spoke, 5 reasons he gave. First chapter 4 reasons, second chapter 1 reason. He gave already. So I am your student and will no longer uselessly oppose you. So I accept, please instruct me. This is a dialogue going on between Krishna and Arjuna. Okay. So Baladev was saying, this verse illustrates the principle of acceptance of service to Guru and is proven by Shruti statements. So, Tad Vijnana Artham Saguram Evabhigachet Samit Panihi Shrotravyam Brahmanishtam, holding firewood on one's hand with attitude to service. One should certainly approach the Guru who had knowledge of the Vedas and is fixed in Brahman for gaining knowledge of the Lord. Mundaka Upanishad. This is a very famous quote. Acharyavan Purusho Veda. Person who has a Guru knows the Lord. Acharyavan Purusho. One who has an Acharya, he knows Purusha, who is Supreme Lord. That's what I mean. The word Karpanya indicates the person with no knowledge of Brahman, as seen from the Shruti statement, Yova Yatad Aksharam Gargi, Aviditva, Asmal Lokat, Praiti Sakripana, same thing is quoting. I think Prabhupada is quoting from here only. I developed weakness of my nature, of my duty, having desire for battle, Upahata Swabhavaha, caused by the fault possessiveness of members of family, Dosha, shown by the previous verse. Killing them will have no desire to live, which in turn is caused by the lack of knowledge of Brahman, Karpanya. Okay, that is also called Karpanya. Because a human being is supposed to learn the knowledge of Brahman. My mind is bewildered about my duty. Now, Dharma, Sammuda Cheta. Having doubt whether my duty is a Kshatriya Dharma, fighting, giving up and wandering around begging. Because I am in that state. Now, I ask you. Tell me what is the conclusion? Nishchitam, that which is inevitably bring results from practice. Aikantikam, and which will be indestructible, continuing without change after being established. Atyanikam, which will bring about more benefit for Shreya. Every word he's speaking, speciality of every word, which Arjuna is quoting, is using. The Shruti speaks of surrender for obtaining the teachings in such statements as the following. Tadvijnanadam Saguram Evabhigachet. This is just quoted above. Therefore, how can I teach you who are my friend? No, I'm not your friend now. I'm your student. Please teach me. Shadhi, I surrender unto you. Okay, very nice, no? What's beautiful. Vishnu Thakur and Baladev commentaries, they both are taking two directions. So here in the Baladev, Vishnu Thakur is going to speak in 241-42. There, Vyavasayatmika Buddhi. What is the duty? Prabhupada got it, to go to Western world from there only. Oh, it's already time now. We could only discuss one verse today, which is very, very important verse. It's 2.7. So the very powerful purports are there. So if you want, you can also go through once again. Very powerfully, Prabhupada is quoting that how Baladev is also quoting from the Shastra. So this is the most important duty to solve the problems of life is one is supposed to do in one's life. And remaining all the subsidiary or the next priority to that. Remaining duties also, they will become only duties whenever they are coming in coordination with this particular priority of our life. Sishyatvam, basically approaching a bona fide spiritual master, learning truth from him. Brahmanishtam, one who is a Brahmanishtam, that particular spiritual master, real spiritual master, one is supposed to take shelter and surrender to him. That's the essence of this 2.7, what Arjuna is teaching us through his Shadimam Prapan, is taking full shelter of Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you all very much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Sammed Gaur Bhaktivinoda Thakur.